Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are live on YouTube. I'm going to start sharing my screen in just a second. Hello, TikTok. What's going on, everybody? It's Sunday night, which means it's Bonkers Cards Live. But first, it's the first Sunday of the Robert Edward Auctions September Encore auction. I'm going to flip the screen so you guys can see it. Love getting to show you guys all of the incredible lots that REA has to offer. I'd love to see we got some joiners here on the YouTube channel. Guys, if you want the best viewing experience on the REA live show, I always say head over to YouTube. But if you'd rather just chill on TikTok, that's totally fine. My YouTube channel is at Bonkers Cards. You can find us there streaming live right now. I'm going to share my screen over on YouTube. That way that you guys can see all the action that I'm showing. Awesome, guys. So we're shared over on YouTube. We are live here on TikTok. We're going to get right into some of the incredible lots that REA has to offer this month. Congratulations to anybody. I had a bunch of you guys message me on some of the big finds you guys had for your PCs in the summer catalog auction. I myself had a big addition to my personal collection from the summer catalog auction. I picked up my Hank Aaron rookie card at an SGC 6. I upgraded. I was able to buy it in the auction. So really excited about that. There's plenty of awesome stuff in this auction we're going to get to. Some 54s, some of my favorites. Some really cool signed stuff we're going to get to go through. I'll show you guys some of the best lots right here off the top. But it's really going to be an awesome show tonight. So thank you guys all so much for joining. All right, now that we've got some people in the crew saying hello, what's up? Drop some comments. Let me know who's in the building, who's watching. If you have any questions, me or the REA team should be able to answer them. I believe the REA team's in the chat. REA, if you want to say hello as well, give them a follow. They're on TikTok. They post some awesome content as well. So you'll definitely want to check out. There they are, giving some hellos and waves. We love REA. Thank you so much for joining tonight. So guys, the big item that you guys are absolutely going to see in this auction, hard to miss it. It's lot number one. It's the 1952 Topps Jackie Robinson in an SGC 8. This is the highest graded example of this card that has gone for public auction in more than 2 years. So this is going to be a really exciting auction to get to see where this goes. This is definitely, the exciting card that I was most looking forward to seeing the result on. When you see this card, the boldness of the red, the color of this background is just absolutely beautiful. Really, really sharp corners. Yes, we're getting some comments in the chat. This is a pretty one. But yeah, the SGC 8s are very difficult to come by. I personally find SGC 8s are even more rare sometimes than PSA 9s anymore. So pretty cool to get to see just from where the grading standards have got to. The current bid is at $31,000, and we're going to check in on this next week. And I am, very intrigued to see where the final gavel hits on that. But let's go into lot number two. Another one of my favorites from that set is the Willie Mays card, part of the Low series, the 1952 Topps Willie Mays PSA 7. This is his second year card. The Mays market has, of course, been a little bit hectic this year as Willie did pass away. And, as the higher graded examples of his cards start to surface after that event, it is going to be interesting to see and watch where that concludes. When you see this card in particular, I'm zooming in, you can kind of tell the registration is really, really nice here. This is a new label, PSA 7. You see a little bit of soft corner on the bottom right, but the top left, top right, very sharp. And the resolution in the print is really phenomenal. There we go. I can even get a more zoomed in here. What brings this back from not being an 8 is probably the centering. I don't know what you guys think. Personally, that's what I think was holding it back from an 8. This is going to be another big card to watch. The current bid is at $18,000, but two heavy hitters from the 52 Topps set going lot number 1 and 2 in REA this month. Lot number 3, guys, this is a really, really unique card. This is the highest graded example of the 1907 Wolverine News Ty Cobb. Guys, this is considered to be Cobb's true rookie. This is a very exciting card, a very low pop card. This card might surprise people in terms of where this closes come next week. Between SGC and PSA, there are 17 graded examples of this, which is pretty remarkable. If you take a look at the back, this was a postcard. So, depending on little off center, says Jay Rayburn. Yes, that was in referring to the 1952 Topps Willie Mays. I agree. But You know, the postcard, it's a great image of a young Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb, one of the most collected guys in the hobby. And it is really cool to get to see some of this unique, rare stuff. This is the pinnacle of any Ty Cobb collector's collection. And again, this is the highest graded, and it is one of 3 in the PSA slab. So very cool. Right next to him in lot number 4 is actually the 1910 E103 Williams Caramel Ty Cobb. This is in a PSA 4, and we're back to that red background. I was actually talking with a lifelong collector today. I was out at the Garfield, New Jersey card show, and believe it or not, guys, as somebody who had been in the business a long time, he had said confidently that any red background card actually tends to go for premium versus other cards. Now, if that's only if the population is the same, but collectors have overall found that red backgrounds have, I don't know, always had more of a demand. I personally understand it just because the red color really pops in this card. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like the red background more so than other backgrounds on cards like this, like the T206 or that 52 Jackie? Stuff like that I think is very interesting. But the 1910 E103 Williams Caramel, really, really cool card. This is a PSA 4. The current bid on this is at $19,000. And yeah, man, that red really does pop. Just to show you guys as well, the back on this card is blank. And then Eric Dickey says yes. Jay Rayburn says yes. I like the red as well. I'm just going to check over on the YouTube comments to see. Nobody on YouTube wants to share their opinion on the red background, but I definitely noticed that as a collector myself. The red seems to really pop, especially with some of that older cards. But that is a couple of the really nice Ty Cobb cards. I want to drop down now to lot number 5. Man, I love this card. This is the 1948 Leaf Satchel Paige. This is his short print rookie. Really, really unique card. I would love to eventually own this card at one point in my life. This is a difficult card for a collector to obtain. The short print variation of any of those, 50 sets, 40 sets and earlier, it can get very expensive. This is an SGC2, so this would be considered obviously a lower grade example. The color is great, but you'll see registration on this card is always difficult, and then the corners are a little bit soft. It's a little off center top to bottom, but it's still a really pretty card. I love that the back is completely legible. No issues there. The current bid's at $12,500. These cards go for $25,000, $30,000, even in the low grade. So it's going to be interesting to see where that closes. But the Satchel Paige 48 Leaf, it's on my personal bucket list. I'm sure there's plenty of you guys out there that feel the same. That's a bucket list card for a ton of collectors. I mean, Satchel Paige needs no introduction, right? Lot number 6, we're going to jump right to the next lot. Again, the first 10 lots here, man, are just some absolute bangers. We've got lot number 6. This is a 1921 original Babe Ruth photograph. So this is a type 1. I've actually talked with REA President Brian Dwyer on the rise of type 1 photography in the collectibles industry as really an alternative asset class. This is a really interesting photo. I'd love to know from the audience, can anyone tell me where this photograph was used? Where are my savvy collectors at? Who recognizes this photograph? So this is obviously the original type 1 photograph, much more clear than where you have seen this before. There it is. Joel Connor. He's got it right away. The Sinella, the 1932 Babe Ruth Sinella card. It was a margarine company. It was printed with butter in the 1930s. Yes, Rhino's got it, the Sinella. So this is the original photograph that was used for the 1932 Sinella card. Very cool. You'll actually see it in the description right there. Margarine card, image used. Awesome card. The current bid is at $1,500. This is one I have no idea where this can go. Type 1 photography is really having a moment. You'll notice the back has, we do have the back is signed by Babe Ruth, PSA DNA. I meant to mention that right off the top, but ridiculously cool to have the back signed. I wanted to also highlight the letter of authenticity as well. So again, you've got the signed photograph. You have so much that is in store on this. So really going to be interesting to see where that walks. There's the LOA as well. But yeah, really, really unique piece there. We are going to go now to lot number 8 off of that. Yes, very cool, Rhino. Jay Rayburn, they're loving it. Love to see it. And we've got the butter emoji going from the RA team. So the T206 Sherry Maggi Error. This is a staple card for a T206 collector. This was an error card. One of the more famous error cards of the T206 set. It's PSA A. It's a little beat up, but for the fact of the matter is, condition is not as sensitive for a card like this. This is a rare low pop card. The Maggi Error. The current bid on this is at $5,250. And, you know, anytime you're talking error cards, low pop cards from the Monster, the T206 set, you have no idea where that will go. So really, really exciting piece there as well. All right, guys, I want to jump to another lot. Also, guys, I am going to try to have some time at the end of the show to allow for you guys to ask questions, ask for me to search any players or anything like that. I want to remind you guys where you can go for this. You can go to bid.robertedwardauctions.com. You'll make an account there, set up, and you can put bids on anything. There's a really neat search function here. You could search any player, year, set, however you want to view it. You could search it by categories, so baseball cards from different eras, memorabilia. I'm a big fan. I have a couple of saved searches every time an REA auction pops up. I go and I search 1954 tops, which I actually did throw a few bids in on already. There's some nice 54 tops and SGC slabs that I'm looking at. I always search Hank Aaron PSA DNA. So some really exciting, unique stuff. The error on the Maggi card. We'll show you the bottom here. You see how it is spelled on the bottom, M-A-G-I-E. And then you'll see Philadelphia. The error is in his last name, correct? Yes, you will see M-A-G-E-E, M-A-G-I-E, right? So thank you, REA team, for jumping in there. Yep. All right. We are going to go to lot number 9. I loved taking a look at this card, man, ahead of the show. This card is almost perfect. I know it got an 8.5, but you can make the argument if I removed the top of this is one of the nicest examples I've ever seen of this 59 Bob Gibson. I love this card. I love the pink color. It's just a unique 50s classic card. This is Gibson's rookie. I mean, it is hard to find a flaw in this card. The 59 top set, one of my favorite, I think an underappreciated set of the 50s. Bob Gibson, many players refer to Bob Gibson as the most difficult pitcher they ever faced. When you ask, if you listen to any interviews back from players in the 50s, Gibson was a tough dude. His rookie card's one of my favorites. This is in a PSA 8.5 slab. The current bid is at $775. The way this card looks, this is a very, it's crazy to say at 8.5 is undergraded, but I actually think it might be. I'm very curious to see where that closes next week. And as a reminder, guys, I'm going to be jumping on here live again next Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. You'll get to see where all these cards are closing in, which is very, very exciting to get to see. We're going to jump to lot number 10, guys, because I want to talk about REA is not just a one-trick pony with their vintage. They also have some really, really cool, iconic modern cards in their auctions every month. And this is one of the ones that they really wanted to highlight. It's lot number 10. Taking a look at this card, this is a Beckett black label. So this is a pristine 10 Shohei Ohtani 2018 black and white variation. It's got the quad 10 grades and the autograph is a 10. Ohtani obviously needs no introduction or explanation on his importance to baseball. He's having an incredible year. This card is at $3,500. It's going to have a lot of eyes on it for modern collectors. This will be definitely a marquee card for this auction. It is a double 10. Again, the black label double 10 from Beckett is the highest possible grade. So somebody dropped a comment, said, what website is this? Lauren Baseball 2 says, what website is this? This is robertedwardauctions.com, otherwise known as REA. They're one of the largest auction houses for sports cards and memorabilia in the business. I'm on their website right now, kind of going through some of my favorite lots and auctions that they have. They just opened this auction. It closes next Sunday night. So if you want, make an account and get in on the action, man. It's quite an awesome website to check out. He will become only the 12th player to win at least 3 MVPs this year. That would be pretty nuts. So REA is almost assuming the MVP here from Shohei Ohtani. as a Yankees guy, I don't know, Aaron Judge. With the MVP race could be tight. Judge did have a rough couple of weeks, but shout out the Yankees for getting a W again today. It's been a good week for Yankees baseball. I want to go to true. He's in the NL. God, I'm thinking about the American League on how he's on the Angels. That's true. See, I'm so locked in right now to Yankees baseball. He goes, he's in the NL. I'm thinking American League Ohtani from looking at the card. Yeah, he's probably a runaway. I can't think of anyone who would be even closer in the NL. Lot number 11, we've got an 1886 Lorlards Philadelphia League card SGC. You'll notice the grade is an SGC 1.5 fair. I think that's pretty understandable given this card is printed in the 19th century. This is an 1886 card. Really, really cool. Shows the team here. Philadelphia League Baseball Club. I love that it's dated 1886. Check that out, guys. The current bid is $1,050. This stuff is just not popping up a ton. Seeing anything from the 1880s, I'm telling you, you don't see that at shows, that's for sure. I'm going to jump down now. There's a couple of lots here that I'm going to scroll through that you guys are happy to take a look at quickly. You'll see some awesome T206, some portraits. Is there a buyer premium on REA? Yes, there is a buyer premium on REA. It is 20%. I am going to jump to lot number 29. And before I do that, I want to I'll speak over this because this is really cool. This is a Rube Marquardt portrait, and it is autographed by Marquardt. It has the Beckett authentication. Very rare to see T206 cards that were on card signed. The current bid's $575. That just kicked off. I want to quickly let everybody know that the Rube Marquardt hands at thighs variation is also signed, and it is in lot number 28 right behind it. You know, these auctions just opened, so you're going to see some low bids there. I'll be very interested to see where they close next week. We do have some Bill Dickey in this auction. Very cool. Eric Dickey asked, do they have any Bill Dickey? I got to ask Eric Dickey, is there any relation to Bill Dickey? The chat needs to know, is there any relation to Bill Dickey as to why you'd want to collect him? I love this one. Real quick, I wanted to pop in on this. The color on the dark cap. This is my favorite variation of Christy Mathewson. SGC 55 Piedmont dark cap back. Current bid $950. That's a beauty. Tons of nice T206 here, guys, for any pre-war T206 collector. There it is, guys. Check it out. Eric Dickey. It is his great uncle. Well, we will definitely have to do a quick Bill Dickey search for you, Eric. Love to see that in the chat. Pretty cool, man. All right, we're going to jump to lot number 44. The Sporting News Supplements, Ty Cobb, Honus Wagner, PSA 1 pour. Loved this card. You can actually see a very young Cobb here shaking hands with Wagner, two of the best players of their time. To the PSA 1 encapsulation, you got the blank back. The current bid's at $4,000. Sporting News has some really, really cool cards and collectibles from this era. And again, any other Cobb collector would love to see this. Alexander the Great says, bro, where are you located? I am located in northern New Jersey. REA is located in Chester, New Jersey. Thank you for joining the chat. Rojo Music. Eric Dickey says, thanks. Yes, Eric, thanks for joining the show. We'll definitely have to do a quick Bill Dickey search for you as well. Going to jump now to lot number 40. Sorry, we just did 44. We're going to go to lot number 46. Another really cool Ty Cobb. And I love this one. I've had this card on the show before, but not in this high of a grade. This is the W516-21 Ty Cobb card. It's in a PSA 7. Look at that color, the sharpness on this card. Super cool, guys. PSA 7. The current bid on this is $1,800. And I have to think that that will certainly be going up over the next coming days as this auction kicks off. We've got a couple of 33 Goudy cards you guys can see there. Thanks to everybody who joined the 33 Goudy break on Bonkers cards last week. I'm going to jump to lot number 50. Oh, man. Dizzy Dean signed 1934 Goudy. Where's my boy, J-Dub, Jerry Wilson? Jerry, I don't know, man. I know you're a Dizzy Dean guy. This might have to be one you follow. Current bid's only $600. Jerry Wilson, you watching this one? Is Jerry in the audience tonight? I think that's one you definitely got to watch if you're a Cardinals fan. Super cool there. Let's go to lot number 52. Jerry's probably loving this one too. Another Cardinals favorite. Stan the Man Musial, and look at the color there. Really bold blue. Gordy, go ahead and do a Bill Dickey search next. Absolutely. I will do that. Check out that 48 Stan Musial, 48 leaf, PSA 3. Current bid there, $675. So let's do this, guys. Let's go to the search function and hit Bill Dickey. And we've got some really nice Bill Dickey stuff. Eric, definitely check this out. Gosh, we've got 1934 to 36, the batter up. I'm going to jump in and show you an up close here. Look at that card, PSA 4. That is a blank back card, but let me tell you, that looks nice for PSA 4. Current bid $40. We've got the 39 play ball and PSA A authentic, $20. We've got the 39 R303. That just opened for bidding. And exhibits Bill Dickey and PSA 8. I wanted to see. Yeah, we've got the Hall of Fame postcard in a PSA slab. We've got a Hank Greenberg and Bill Dickey signed photograph. Love to see that. There we go. Check that out. That looks to be signed Hank Greenberg. And then there you go. There's Bill Dickey's autograph as well. Really cool piece there. Signed photograph for Bill Dickey. The current bid there, $10. So some nice cards, 1940 play ball. And then, like I said, a 39 exhibit. So we've got 8 different lots of Bill Dickey stuff for you to check out, Eric. And best of luck if you're throwing any bids on there. Definitely let us know if you win any of your great uncle's cards and memorabilia in this auction. I think that's super cool. We're going to jump back now to the main page. And guys, we've got a little under 10 minutes left on the show. Again, please hit the follow button on my channel as well as the REA channel here on TikTok. We post a ton of vintage baseball content, and I'm going live again with these guys on Sunday next week at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to be seeing where all of the bidding action is going. So definitely stay tuned for more. We're going to go to lot number 58 next, guys. In 1954 Bowman, we've got Doug Atkins, rookie, PSA 9. This is the highest graded example of this card. Can you put up the site on here so I can take a screenshot? Yes, Eric, I can do that. So this is what I would tell you to do. Go to robertedwardauctions.com. Okay, so robertedwardauctions.com. You can take a screenshot of that now and then just type that in later. You can click bid now, and then that's going to get you in here. Eric, what I'll tell you to do is make an account like tonight. Take a look at the search. Make sure you place your bids this week because extended bidding starts at 9 p.m. next week, and that's where you want to be able to get in there. Is there a Bonkers Card show? Yes, the Bonkers Cards live show starts at 8 p.m. Eastern. As always, Rhino, we have a ton of awesome cards for you guys tonight, so definitely get excited about that. That's going to be starting in just 8 minutes, so stay tuned. Nobody go anywhere. But as I was saying, 54 Bowman, Doug Atkins, PSA 9. This is the highest graded. The current bid is at $1,300 for you vintage football guys. I want to go through a couple of really cool signed cards. We've got a signed 1954 Bowman of Willie Mays. You guys know I love the signed vintage market. I love writing about it. I love talking about it. Nice Willie auto here. It's got the PSA 1-8 designation. I guess a little bit of thinning on the marker. I actually think 8's kind of a tough auto grade on that. $600 is the current bid. I love this 55 Bowman. 9 on that auto grade. Again, that is kind of tough. That's a pretty pure auto. Card got a 2. Auto got a 9. The current bid's at $800. Got a Clemente rookie, Mays rookie. I want to show you guys, again, the bids on those were $600 and $800. I want to show you guys real quick. I want to jump to lot number 65. Really nice signed mantle. This is a 10 autograph. Perfect blue marker going through there on the Mickey auto. Current bid on that's already up to $1,800. Want to jump to lot number 74 and 75 to close it, and then I'm going to open it up to anybody who wants to see stuff. So here's a guy. How about that grand slam over this weekend? Aaron Judge, PSA 9, beautiful autograph. This is his 1-of-1 auto refractor from 2022 Transcendent. Very cool card here, guys. The current bid is $550. PSA 9. And then I want to jump to lot number 75, another modern card. I was checking this out. This is the snakeskin variation. So there's different variations for these modern football cards. This is from 2023 Prism. CJ Stroud is off to a hot start. PSA 10. Do you have any basketball Rick Mount? Eric says. Let's give it a search. Again, guys, that is everything I wanted to cover. So what I'm going to do now is if anybody wants me to search anything, Kyle No, thanks for the follow. Is that any relation to Michael No? Kyle No, thanks for the follow. I'm going to search now Rick Mount. And I don't have any results on Rick Mount, Eric. But if anybody else wants to have me search anything, I've got a little bit of time left over now. Like I said, I searched 1954 tops. I saw some nice stuff that I was interested in. This is my favorite set to collect. I like SGC slabs. And towards the bottom here, there was a couple that I was looking for my set, which is pretty exciting. You could search any set. It'll come up. You could search any player. I have really liked reading about Lou Gehrig recently. I've considered maybe PCing some Lou Gehrig stuff, so you could search that. Check that out. 2008 Sterling Star Relics, 2 out of 10. Look at that. It's got his 34 Triple Crown bat, his jersey. It's numbered 10. Yeah, that's a pretty cool card. See, that's the type of stuff. Yeah. I like Gehrig stuff. Can't go wrong with the Iron Horse, man. He was a heck of a ball player. But yeah, man, this is REA, guys. This is the website. Definitely check it out. If anybody has any questions for me or the REA team, we're here for another 5 minutes. I want to scroll through, keep showing you guys some cool cards. Any Doug Jones, Eric Dickey. We'll take a search at Doug Jones. Nothing on Doug Jones. Nothing on Doug Jones. A Lasorda auto. I saw that too, Tim. I saw that too. Let me tell you, Tim, I'm going to search that so I can show you Tom Lasorda. So here is the Lasorda autograph that Tim was talking about. It's a rabbit hole for me, Tim. If I buy more, like I have the Ed and John O'Brien dual auto card, I just think that's really cool. But the idea of trying to build the 54 set autographed, that would be a bear. It's very hard to find these when they do pop up. So I don't know. It's very cool. I just don't know if I can commit to that big of a project. But I want to show off any other cards that people want to see, guys. I'll show off some of those T206s I skirted by on this front page in the beginning, just while we have a couple of minutes. Really nice Ty Cobb PSA 4. This is Sweet Cat back, but man, color is fantastic here on Cobb. Current bid there already up to $67.50. We've got the Ray Demick card. This is a staple card for any T206 collector. Has the A altered on it. I guess it would probably be trimmed, but to tell you the truth, it looks pretty good. Maybe those corners are rounded a little bit. Commit to it into a big break. Man, that would be a tough break to fill or to find the 54 tops all signed like that. Maybe one day, though. You never know, wise old guy. We will see. I love the Walter Johnson T206. This is SGC3. Piedmont back. Current bid $16.50. Love to see where those signed Marquards go. Very cool. Again, guys, this is robertedwardauctions.com. My name's Gordy. You're watching Bonkers Cards. We're about to close this show up in about 3 minutes. Let me just check over on my YouTube show. Thanks for our viewers over on YouTube as well. You can follow us there on YouTube. Did a lot of those cards come in cigarette packs? Yes. Most of the cards that you're seeing, any of those that look like this, the T206 cards, those were cigarette cards, Eric. Absolutely. So, Eric, did you just find the show for the first time tonight? Have you been following my content? Were you just scrolling and happened to see this? Would love to know how you made the connection to the show tonight. Pretty cool to have somebody related to Bill Dickey in the chat tonight. Very fun. We also have some Old Judge cards here, guys. I've always said I want to get an Old Judge card for my show. These cards, they're from the 19th century. Eric says, I've been following you. Well, I appreciate you following me, Eric. Really appreciate everybody for watching the show. We've had some great viewership tonight. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. Again, I will be live again next week at 7:30 p.m. Eastern to show you guys where all the bidding is finishing at. Definitely check it out. It's bid.robertedwardauctions.com. Make sure you place your bids before extended bidding starts next week. And yeah, check out all those awesome T206 and cigarette cards. Plenty of awesome cards to pick from here, guys. For any T206 collector, you are in luck. There are some incredible collections here of T206 on the first couple of pages. But yeah, guys, I want to, again, thank everybody for watching. I'm going to flip the camera so you guys can see the man behind the voice here. If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Follow REA here on TikTok, as well as check out their website, robertedwardauctions.com. You can get one of those sweet catalogs for their next big catalog auction that'll be happening later this year. What you guys just watched was the September Encore auction coverage, the preview show. It just opened for bidding, so go there, check it out. Give me and them both a follow. It's going to be awesome to watch the coverage towards the end. Eric says, have a good evening. Eric, don't go anywhere. I'm about to start my show, Bonkers Cards Live, starting here at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I am going to turn this live stream off as well as over on YouTube and restart it for Bonkers Cards Live. I want to say thank you again all so much. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate those watching. And thank you to the Robert Edward Auctions team. Really appreciate you guys as well. I will see you guys soon. Again, my name's Gordy, and we'll be back next week. Thanks, guys.